The Stormy Night Drive. John, a delivery van driver, was driving through a torrential rainstorm, his tires splashing through puddles on the deserted road. As he approached a graveyard, a bolt of lightning illuminated the dark sky, casting an eerie glow over the weathered headstones. Suddenly, John's headlights fell upon a figure lying on the road ahead. He slammed on the brakes, and his van skidded to a stop just inches from the motionless form. John's heart raced as he jumped out to investigate. The figure, dressed in a white suit, was eerily still. John's initial thought was that it was a pedestrian struck by a car, but as he drew closer, he noticed something off. The man's skin was deathly pale, and his eyes were open, staring blankly into the rain-soaked sky. John's instinct screamed at him to leave, but his curiosity got the better of him. He reached out to check for a pulse, and as his fingers made contact with the man's wrist, a jolt of electricity ran through his body. The man's eyes snapped shut, and he sat up with a jarring suddenness, his gaze locking onto John with an unnerving intensity. John stumbled backward, tripping over his own feet as the man rose to his feet, his movements jerky and unnatural. As the storm raged on, the man began to walk toward John, his eyes burning with an otherworldly light. John turned to flee, but his legs felt heavy, as if rooted to the spot. The man's hand reached out, and John felt a chill run down his spine as it closed around his wrist, pulling him back into the darkness. John's screams were drowned out by the thunder as he was dragged deeper into the graveyard, the white-suited man's grip unyielding. They stopped at a mausoleum, its entrance yawning open like a mouth waiting to devour. The man pushed John inside, and he stumbled, his eyes adjusting to the darkness. The air was thick with the stench of decay, and John's heart raced as he realized he was trapped. The man began to speak in a low, raspy voice, his words indistinguishable over the storm's din. John's mind raced as he tried to make sense of the situation, but the man's grip only tightened, pulling him deeper into the darkness. As the storm raged on outside, John was consumed by an eternal darkness, trapped in a living nightmare from which he would never awaken.